is going on, everybody? Happy New Year. The last time I will fucking say that because we are in the shit now for 2025. Welcome to the Games for Life podcast. We're doing every Friday, Saturday, or Sunday discussing all things games, talking that gaming shit. I'm one of your hosts, Jerrell. With me is my Vikings fan, anticipating the one of the most important games in NFL history for you guys. How you doing?
Doing good. No, yeah, this is the time of recording this later today. The Vikings are to play the Detroit Lions. Kickoff 8:20 Sunday Night Football, Eastern Time. Yeah, it is the highest stakes regular season game in the history of the NFL. And we are coming off with a quarterback that's played the hopscotch, carousel around a trade, Sam Darnold. No one expected it. No one expected the Vikings, to be good with our ragtag, at least quarterback. And again, it's just insane. Like it's just insane. Regardless of the teams that's playing, that there's still gonna be a Sunday night game. Like I said, American sports fans love our stats. The highest stakes regular season game ever. Period. No division, no AFC. There's a ton of stats behind it. Like it'll be so someone has to lose tonight, right? And it'll be the first time ever that a team with 14 wins will not win its division. And like the Rams took the division with like 10. We've seen other, I'm sure you're aware there's other teams that were like division wins like barely skirting double digits. And it's like, yeah, we got 14 and we might not win the division. um, yeah, and then of course not only is the division up for grabs, but the number one seed in the playoffs for the NFC. Um, which is like another like there's like another stat. It's like the team that does win the NFC, it's like the team that does win the number one seed in the NFC has a 50% chance to go to the Super Bowl, whereas teams that don't win the NFC and play, I think it's like three road games, like the number of road games we'll have to play if we lose, it's like 30% to like go to the Super Bowl. So it's not impossible, but it's like flip of a coin. Winners of the number one NFC team tend to just go. Um, yeah, there's been a ton of like I don't know if you saw Drill, but there was like a news story that broke like yesterday. So the Minnesota Vikings spent like I think it was like 2 million on a couple hundred seats behind the away team's bench, aka because the Lions are home, we'll be away. So the Minnesota Vikings spent a ton of money for a couple hundred seats behind the Vikings bench and then are selling them to Vikings season ticket holders at a discounted price, which is insane. I've never heard of that. That's not a thing. I've never heard of that being a thing, like an official team doing that. Like, yeah, people resell all the time. And then the Detroit Lions went to the NFL commission like, is this allowed? And they're like, yeah, yeah, they're not, like stealing them. They bought them and they're reselling them at a discount, so they're losing money. So sure, have fun on Sunday, boys. So yeah, I'm going out to a sports bar. I'm going out to a sports bar to watch it. Um Went to my first Vikings game this past year, and even like I said, even if you're not a Vikings fan, dude, this like to be at a home game with the skull chant, it's awesome. It's awesome, man. So yeah, like I said, a couple years ago, because of COVID, I got back into football because nothing, you remember Drill, nothing was live. It's like 2020 was the year
Yeah,
of COVID and reruns.
right,
and
exactly.
and the only thing that was live new on a weekly basis was football. So I got back into football watching the Rams, and of course, a couple years later, Rams go on to um when the Super Bowl, was able to go to two Rams games that season, including the season opener as well as first playoff game in the wild card round. So yeah, great time, great time for football fans, including Rams fans, because Rams, again, like I said, Rams did take the NFC West. So
Yeah, yeah, it's an interesting time, definitely. I mean, there's a high probability of you guys now just being in the Super Bowl again because you guys have been in multiple times, but the first time of actually winning the Super Bowl for Minnesota, it's a huge
yeah,
deal. Lions haven't won a Super Bowl yet either, so it's kind of like increasing those stakes, So very, very exciting things in that regard. As far as to the side of good old Pittsburgh, goddamn it, four fucking losses in a row. Um, we're
Yeah.
still not out of it yet. It depends on if the Raiders or the I want to say the Chargers, if they lose
Mhm.
and opting for wild card. But yeah, I'm really excited for you guys from Minnesota. So it's pretty neat. It's pretty
You
neat.
guys had a shit deal. You guys had like 3 games in 11 days. Like I remember one of your schedules was like just like go 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 go, and that was like that made it 3 losses in a row. And this next one is like, can Tomlin and the catch up Steeler boys recoup? No.
Yeah, and then fucking Baltimore just wiped the floor with us. Just crazy. Lamar Jackson. I know this game podcast will get there. Lamar Jackson, first quarterback to make 4,000 passing, yard passes,
Yeah.
in a single season. It's crazy, So excited for black quarterbacks in general, but just kudos to Baltimore in general, But yeah, Steelers got fucking their asses handed to them. I'm like, God damn. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I will say I know you're Steelers fan on the AFC side, but I think at the AFC side, a lot of people are becoming Baltimore fans because a lot of people don't want to see the Chiefs in another fucking Super Bowl after the weirdest, shittiest, yet most winningest season. It's like the Chiefs are like, a lock, the Chiefs are a lock for the playoffs, of course. But all their like games, like after week 5, was like down to the last bullshit play. A missed penalty, a bullshit penalty, a fucking fumble, a random thing, a drop ball, a drop pass, and you're like, yeah, we're the best in the league. No, you're just lucky that other teams just so happen to fuck up on the last play of the game. I mean, like, yeah, you're winning, but it's like it was just funny because with the on the NFC side with the Lions and the Vikings, everyone's like, "Holy shit, this is actually a good team." Whereas like everyone was like, "Yeah, the Chiefs are winning. Are they good? Kinda. They're winning." I mean, case in point, fucking Patty Mahomes didn't get a Pro Bowl nomination, so just hey man, like Pro Bowl shit's based off you and the team, and there's a wild stat drill of as of this week the number of teams that have still not scored over 30 points in a game. It's all the dog shit teams, Jets, Patriots. I think Browns are on there. And their record was like, their record was like 4-11, 4-10. You know what I mean? Like bull, like just, you know, stats that match. And all of a sudden, way at the top. Oh, look at that. The Chiefs, 15-1. I think it was like week 16, 15-1. Oh, still one of the teams that has yet to score 30 points, still yet to score 30 points. And people are like, why isn't Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
getting a Pro Bowl nod? Maybe if you score 30 points more. We
Yeah,
don't.
Phil going their way out, you know what I mean? So no, yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's really fun. Yeah, that's the one thing that is a nice thing that's united amongst, I feel like, for most fans.
Oh
Nobody
yeah.
wants to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again. Like no. you know.
Dude, like him or hate him, Patty Mahomes is becoming like the Tom Brady of her era. Like there was
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
unification across all sports fans of all sports. Like you could be talking about the fucking Dodgers, and you'd be like, "Oh, by the way, fuck Tom Brady," and you'd be like, "You know what? I'm gonna buy you a beer." And that was the sports world for years. So like again, it just fun. It's just great unification. We're like, you know what? I'm not a big Baltimore fan, but dude, if Baltimore can just take the Chiefs out, hey, Lamar, let's fucking go, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, their defense and offense are stellar. I mean, because there is a very big difference between the Steelers game with like the just recent one. I think it was the Bengals we lost against. It's like
Yeah,
a 2 point
yeah,
differential, right? And then
yeah.
the fucking Baltimore game, it was like,
Ravens
yeah,
just
yeah, they steamrolled us, So yeah, they're heavy hitters, heavy hitters. So yeah, hopefully they can at least do that for me. We just don't. I just don't want the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl.
no one does. No one, like I said, no one does. It's just again, it's just a fun unification of like, just fun unification. Like, yeah, Lions are playing the Vikings tonight. Either way, whoever goes to the Super Bowl, don't let the Chiefs win. Agreed.
Exactly. So if you're watching this, hello. Of course, you can subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate that. At G4L Podcast, our YouTube channel for Gamers for Life. That's where Arthur does the streams for the games with his nice, nifty, powerful PC that he has now.
I'm trying to get back on. I'm trying to get back on streaming now that I got. It was like you were there, Joe. Like this past weekend, I got everything set up, and I got sick. And then I needed a cable update via Elgato. So stream. So switched. Like we said, switched over to the PC. I still have an Xbox. I still have a PS5. They're not. The Xbox is officially dust collector. The PS5 is not there yet. But yeah, streaming coming soon. Streaming coming soon off a PC, and that'll once again be on the YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You might have noticed too, if you listen to the episodes, you may have listened to an ad or two. Say what's going on. You guys doing ads now for the audio? Yeah, because we've done over 160 episodes, and I think it would be nice if we got some type of monetization. You assholes. No, I'm kidding.
Unapologetic. Oh, I love it. Unapologetic Jerrell is like one of my favorite Jerrells. Like every now and again, ranty Jerrell pops out. Go fuck yourself, Jerrell comes out. I'm always here for it. Like,
now here's the caveat. I know I'm a wild card. Now, here's the caveat, right? If you're like, I don't want to listen to ads, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm not going to have ads for this, right? I don't have control of having ads over it, so do us a solid, subscribe to the channel, and, you can listen to this or listen/watch to this on our YouTube. No ads, right? Unless it's the ones on YouTube and, you don't have YouTube Premium, but it's not going to be nearly as many ads on the audio. So just giving the heads up there. Anything else as far as Gamers for Life, you can go to linktree.com/Gamers for Life, the one-stop link. And here at the Gamers for Life podcast, we read or watch the news while you can listen to what you choose or watch what you choose by clicking on the links of the time code within the description of the episode. So you can go to a segment that you prefer just to listen to, or you can just hang out with us here at the Gamers for Life podcast. We can talk about football before we talk about games.
And for people that are not football fans, in the former weeks we won't be. So
right.
In other words, in former weeks, my diet can truly start. Until then, T minus 2 hours, I'm getting pizza, wings, and beer.
Yeah, it cracks me up where like NFL Sunday tickets, like, they give you these discounted prices like a couple of weeks before the season's over. I'm like, you guys are a bunch of assholes, man.
I was looking, it's funny they were targeting ads towards me because I have cable. I just physically haven't set up my cable box. It's funny how a cable box, for me at least, feels like into technology. And Joe, I think you've seen my setup. Like, I have a studio, so it's like my router's at one end of my room, and the TV is on the other end. So I'm just like, I don't want to run a cable under my rug for something that's once a week, that's only going to exist for 4 more weeks. Because the only thing I would watch TV for is a live Vikings game. But I'm like, fuck it, it's playoffs, sports bar, baby, let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can do it, yeah, exactly. That's gonna be the best experience ultimately, especially when it comes to pizza, wings, and beer. It's gonna be all in one place. So,
always
might as fucking well. So one of the things that before the new year started, Arthur and I have been grinding hard at Path of Exile 2, and this is the first game that I have put in a long time that I've put mad hours into this game. It's like I'm at like 45, 46 hours into Path of Exile.
Dude, you're gonna be Mass Effect 3 by now. Shit.
Right. Like I was playing it so casually where I was just like, oh, let me just hop on and do this and hop on and do this.
Arthur won't shut the fuck up.
and then like you're like kind of showing me as far as like how to do like the disenchanting like more effectively, to get upgrade your armor and all that stuff. Because I was like, okay, what is happening? So you kind of helped me with that. And then I was just trying to just get my warrior. I forget the specific class that he's barbarian. I'm not sure what the specific class he is, but he's like a warrior barbarian type of class. But trying to get him right, and all this stuff, and not have like these load bearing things that I'm equipping. Oh, if I take off this necklace, I don't have any more dexterity.
Yeah. Dude, load bearing items is so accurate. Like, oh man, this one ring does like more damage, but fuck, it's kind of load bearing all my dexterity at the moment.
Like I took off my belt and then it said like you can't use your armor right now. I'm like, wait, why? Like,
Yeah.
no, so yeah, hilarious shit. But the game is fucking fun, bro. So fun. It is like, I mean, like we've talked about before, I am very happy I paid $30 for an experience like this. You know what I mean? And I'm glad Victor did too. I mean, we did a great job. Like, you should do this. You should buy the game.
Dude, you know me, man, between my like gamerness and my like to my core, I'm almost gonna say near genius level of salesmanship. Like, Jerrell, you were there. I've had old school, like old heads at downtown Long Beach be like, man, dude, you could sell me Snake. I'll also buy that shit. And I'm like, I will remember this conversation forever.
Call Arthur Robert Cal. There's funny. They're talking about. I was watching The Office, and Robert California was like there was like a funny clip of him, and then someone posted in the comments and said Robert California can sell water to a water company.
Yeah.
It's basically Arthur.
Like, dude, Arthur could sell water to a fish. Like, I, yeah, like I said, it's really funny because you gotta know your audience. And so, Victor, Victor, he's a smartly, very in his own right, a frugal guy with money. Now I'm like, hey, by the way, when you pay $30, penny for a penny, dollar for dollar, they give you $30 worth of in-game money currency. So technically, you're spending $30 on in-game currency, and you get a game for free. Oh fuck, that kind of makes sense.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and obviously they're continuously working on updates. It's a part. That's the thing with the PC. When it comes to some of these games where they're really trying to iron out over time. They're released at a certain discounted price, if you will. Obviously there's the $30 currency thing for this one in particular, but they've been making some really nice on time patches and updates and whatnot. Because I remember when we started playing, I was like, I press X and the chat box opens up. I'm like, what's happening?
Controller play day one was noticeable. Every time you went to press A in the Xbox controller, X on the PlayStation controller, your chat would open up. So it's like, do you want to open a chest? Fuck you, chat. Do you want to do your A move, your X move? Fuck you, chat. And so we're playing it, Church that didn't have the bug, what you and I did, and eventually Victor that joined a PC didn't have the bug. Where it's like, dude, stop looting my shit. I got press A like 4 times for one press. It's like, okay, open chat, close chat. Nope. Confirm close chat, then pick up the thing. It's like, stop picking up my boots.
That's one of my favorite. That's like what it cracks me up more than it makes me angry. But just like that's one of the funniest moments recently is when you guys help me out in my world, and you have 22 fucking skeleton people or whatever that you can use, and you're using a fire and stuff, and then Victor has using the electricity and stuff. But then I notice some of the items that are being dropped disappear as all that stuff is going on. And I'm like, God damn it, Victor, leave me something. It's my fucking world.
You fucking loot goblin. Hey, I'm level 45 and the loot's 20. It might be helpful. No, it's Jerrell's world. What the fuck? And case in point, the next time we played together, hey, by the way, I changed the looting rules. If it's meant for you, it's permanently meant for you. Why'd you do that, Arthur? No reason, Victor. Stop fucking taking everything.
Appreciate the solid. Yeah, it's just like, Victor, you're my guy, but stop taking my shit.
Victor's like a level 40 sorcerer, and he's like, ooh, a level 20 tower shield. Yoink. And I'm like, what the fuck you doing?
I'm like, damn, he taking shit, flipping it, I'm just like, what the fuck? Oh, I was dying. But yeah, man. And then also too, kind of, I guess, segueing from that, or just within this world, I recently upgraded my video card on my PC. First GPU upgrade that I've done. I've upgraded RAM, and started the SSD, but the GPU, obviously, big deal for PC gamers. So I got I know some people are gonna kind of eye roll because it's like, bro, that's not even the most powerful card, but it does enough for me to play 98% of the games that are out and probably 95 of the games that'll come out in 2025. So I'm happy as a clam. But it's the RTX 2060 Super. So it's a little bit powerful than the RTX 350. It's funny. The first is one of the few bigger eBay purchases that actually worked out fine. Right? I usually have
eBay.
Yeah, dude, I usually have really
likes to live dangerously. I know eBay's still around. eBay is like the Western version of Temu. Like before there was Temu, we had eBay. It was like
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy this like Snorlax pillow on eBay. You're gonna get a bag of dog shit and a Snorlax trash bag. Is what you're about to fucking get. Boy, old school eBay was
It
dangerous,
was
dude.
really bad. Like I mean, I pretty much got grifted of $100 like once, and I was just like, this is fucking ridiculous, you know. So luckily eBay is a little better now, but you really have to look at like what the condition actually is, because a lot of people
Mm.
they'll put the titles like it's a working item, but then when you click on it at the very fucking end it says for parts. So it's like, yeah,
The
they're
title is like this whole thing, blah 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 blah, working condition, ellipses, 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 kinda.
right, or it'll say read description. I'm like, you cunts. I'm like, why are you
It's
doing this?
It's like that one guy that made money by selling pictures of a PS5 on eBay, and he put the description like, "This is only a pic. This is not even in a box of a PS5. This is you're about to be mailed a picture of a PS5. Yo, I got PS5 for 250. So yeah, Drell's right. If you're ever using eBay like a fucking madman,
Yeah,
read everything. Yeah,
read
vendor
everything.
reviews, all that shit. Joe,
Yeah,
remember you remember even Amazon got me once. Now I never use Amazon unless I read the vendor reviews because remember, Joe, I bought like a refurbished laptop, and the only proof I had it was refurbished is like a sticker that said 16 gigabytes of RAM. I'm like, I don't think this is real. And it was the only time I've ever ordered Amazon and there was no packaging stuff. Like, like there's always a bigger box, but the actual box is smaller inside of it. So it was this big Amazon box, and then the actual like Dell refurbished laptop. But the Dell box was just shifting around. There is no packaging,
that is
peanuts, nothing,
ridiculous. Oh
nothing.
my
So now
god.
never shop anywhere unless I review the vendor's reviews.
Yeah, and you know what's fucked up about that too? I shop too much on Amazon. I need to stop actually. But the Amazon has turned into like, I know this is gonna be a very technical downward conversation, but whatever, we're here. Amazon has turned into like Alibaba. So like Alibaba like is where they don't have a specific store for Alibaba. It's basically a space where other vendors and dealers or whatever can sell their stuff. Like they did that before Amazon was
Yep.
Amazon. Now Amazon is adopting the same thing, so that's why when you buy something on Amazon, it may not necessarily be sent from an Amazon warehouse or from Amazon themselves. So because of that, it might be like a really dope mom and pop that has stuff, or it just could be some fucker, you know what I mean, who's just fucking
Yeah.
sending bullshit, so it's, you
Yeah.
know.
Every time you gotta look at vendor reviews, it's funny because I was looking up like Vikings stuff around the Christmas holiday. I was like, "Ooh, this looks cool," and the vendor was like USA Goods, and I'm like, "Okay, let me look into the vendor." And it's like those characters aren't English, and that's only 2 stars. So,
Right, or if something's like misspelled and like it shouldn't be misspelled, yeah, just a
mhm.
lot of weird shit like that. Hmm.
Yeah, being sold by USA number one. Nah, I'm good.
Like a lot of too, like a lot of these companies, they're using AI to write fake reviews. Like that's a
Yep.
whole other thing too. And it's just like, yo, bro, like what the fuck, bro? Like why can't y'all just sell like a product that like be honest, and sell a product that you're actually representing and posting. So it sucks that we have to really dig in to make sure that whatever we're getting is gonna be what we're fucking getting. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I've learned? Do you want something I've learned where you might spend maybe a handful more dollars, but it's absolutely reliable? Is let's say you're on Amazon or whatever, and you're on an actual storefront, just go to that place's storefront. Like, let's say like I buy power, right? I buy it through Newegg, right? A Newegg's very reliable. I trust Newegg. But
Mm.
let's say I buy this through Amazon. Let's say I bought an I buy power laptop or whatever through Amazon. My next purchase, I'll just go straight to I buy power.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Same thing as like I don't know, like I said, name blank vendor where it's like, oh, there's this. And it's like kind of craftsy. Guarantee you that craftsy person has their own storefront.
Go directly
Absolutely.
to the source. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because you're right. Like you're right. Amazon, like I'm telling you, like start looking at your vendors. You're like, holy shit! Like once in a blue moon, is Amazon actually now the vendor? It's all like third party shit, and just like, fuck it, dude. This is on sale. Oh, cool. I spent $500 for a reliable source. I'll pay $5 for comfort knowing I'm getting it exactly from where it should be getting it from. So
Exactly. Newegg's
yeah,
doing the same shit too. Actually, that guy
yeah.
Linus, he had a whole video as far as like building a PC or whatever, and how some graphics cards were like he got them from Newegg, but they're actually like these Chinese branded GPUs. You know, so it was almost like he bought them from AliExpress, except that same company that is up on AliExpress put this shit on Newegg. So I'm like, God damn, bro. I'm like, fuck. Like, are these companies really like that in the dirt where they fucking can't just sell where they're at?
If, yep. Shop if you can't shop small or local, shop direct. It's
Yeah.
what I it's what I recommend. Side note, Del Monte's been good for me. Jerrell, you've seen I've been cooking lately. And I'm like, fuck it. Del Monte sells all their canned shit in bulk. Fuck it. I'll buy 12 cans a piece for dumb cheap. And like I said, it's only like $2 more than that same one for one pack on Amazon. Plus,
Right.
I don't know if you remember, fuck it, we're running into a tangent. Let's just keep it growing. Fuck it. We're doing it live. Remember when all of the thievery and robbery was common throughout like Northern California, Southern California, New York, and it turns out they arrested this couple that was like organizing it. Like this couple was like paying people to go do all the stash and grabs and loot shit, and then they were
Jesus.
reselling it on Amazon and all these other sites. So when people, news being the news, were like, showing all these people just like doing smash and grabs and looting shit. Turns out a lot of it wasn't actually people just stealing for them shit. It was this couple. I think they're actually based in California. They want to say like Fullerton or some shit. And it turns out that was their business. They were fencing tens of thousands of dollars worth of shit from like common goods, especially in states in California and CVS, especially in states like California, New York, because they had that law or as long as you steal less than $950. I don't know what New York's price point was, but it wasn't even a fucking misdemeanor. So they were just like, well, fuck it, it's still $900 worth. We'll sell it. We'll give you a fraction of it, and that was their fucking business for years. So that's the other thing too is now when you're like buying like groceries through Amazon or like not produce but like food or like things that would normally be on like a grocery store shelf through like Amazon and it wasn't their actual storefront, like Del Monte. Let's say you're buying Del Monte bulk peas or bulk creamed corn and it wasn't Del Monte's actual storefront, solid fucking chance it was these fences that came from those like multi-state nationwide theft rings. So it's just insane.
Damn. That's fucking nuts. Fucking nuts. Um,
So gaming podcast.
so that's why we have the timestamps. Yeah. So to start off, we're closing the door to 2024 to lead into 2025, and one of the things we're closing the door on is the fantasy card from last year. And it's so funny when I log in, it says this year is finished. The winner is Dick Ride Game Pass. That's the first time it said that, and this is going to be like the third year we've done it. So congratulations to you, Arthur. Of course, I got to read off the specifics here. So your points, 81.9,
Mhm.
9 of your games released, and under a budget of $25. So I guess you spent 25. I guess that's what that means, or you
Yeah.
have 25 left. I'm not sure, but congrats to you there. Church came in second, 63.61. 8 games of his released, and then Iroquois Pliskin, myself, African Black Soap, 53-53, 6 games fucking released. So I had mad games that got pushed back. Fucking lame. So to
Hades
name
2 early access. What up?
yeah, exactly. God damn it. So I mean, you had some hard hitters, right? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you get 25 points for that. Space Marine, Space Marine 2, 11 points. I think you did the counter pick with
Suicide Squad. I call that shit a motherfucker way.
Suicide Squad. You countered. You got 11 points for that. Alan Wake Night Springs. You got 12 points for that one, which is crazy. Black Myth Wukong, 12 points. Homeworld 3 got 7 points. Wolf Among Us was pushed back, and Little Nightmares 3 was pushed back. But despite that, everything else released. So good show to you, sir.
Every year we do these. Every year we do these. It's so funny because by like the third or fourth round, we're no longer picking what's good. We're just picking what the fuck is going to come out. It's like first game out the bat. What might be game of the year? Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, or sorry, Tears of the Kingdom last year. Church, he locked it up like fuck. Well, he just got game of the year. And then this year, for me, I'm like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I gotta get my big hitters in ASAP. And all of a sudden, like I said, round 3, round 4 comes around. I'm like, Homeworld 3. I know, you know what I mean? Like I know Homeworld's gonna be a good game, but like, up against a Final Fantasy. So yeah, it's just really funny because we message each other every now and again. It's like, why'd you pick this? I'm like, bitch, because I just think it's gonna come out. Like, again, Hades 2, none of us were we were like Hades 2 is gonna be a bad game. None of us were saying it, but we're like, will it come out? I ever heard shit, like Church picked either myself or Church picked Hollow Knight Silk Song, another game. They're like, we all know it's gonna be good.
I think that's the second year that he's picked that.
Second year,
and it's still pushed back.
It keeps getting pushed back. Yeah. So with our fantasy card, man, it's never about, I said beyond our top 3. After that, it's no longer what's good. It's just what's gonna come out.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right on that front. I had at least 2 or 3 different moments last year, Arthur, where I watched a fucking game conference or something, and then it said for one of my games, 2025, and I was like, fuck. Like so many, like a couple games on my fantasy card, and I see like the PlayStation State of Play or the Xbox conference or whatever it is, and I find out that one of my fucking games got pushed back to next year. I was so heated.
I think it was like Spider-Man or something like that. It was a big one.
Yeah,
I know none of us picked it last year, but that's what happened to Suicide Squad. Remember, there was a big conference for Suicide Squad, and then it was like, yo, who put Batman in my Fortnite game? And then that shit got delayed.
Yes, sir. So even though Church isn't here, let me read off his stuff here. So Senua Saga Hellblade, you got 11 points for that one. Hollow Knight Silk Song, as we mentioned, did not come out, so you got 0 points for that. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, that one he had some of the highest points, actually. 17 points there. Helldivers 2, at 13 points. Obviously came out the top of the year there. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, negative 11 points. Because it got a 59. Pretty wild there. Metaphor Refantazio, 25 points. So definitely go in there. You chose Stellar Blade 2 or Stellar Blade, 12 points. MLB The Show, 24. You got 10 points. Final Fantasy, 14. Dawn Trail, you got 11. Death Stranding 2, he was actually correct on his counterpick towards me. God damn it. So he got 5 points there. But then 2 of his games got counterpicked. So he got negative 15 points for each of those counterpicks. So, yeah. So he landed at 64 there. Yeah. And I think you disappeared, Arthur, or you're just far away from. Oh, there you are.
Oh, my bad. I was looking at the list. I was here. My head down. Oh yeah, yep. The camera doesn't like to recognize my dark hair sometimes.
No worries. And then myself, African Black Soap, Dragon's Dogma, 17 points. It started out the year pretty decently.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Dragon's Dogma 2, thank you. Which I can play now, which I'm excited about. Avowed fucking got pushed back, so I got kicked in the ass on that one. I'm like,
that was one of the conference games.
Yes, it was. Visions of Mana, 7 points. Fucking Hades 2, another one that got pushed back. And I think I watched the conference for that one. Death Stranding 2, another game I watched during the conference that got pushed back. Death Stranding 2 on the beach, so they announced that, oh, this is the subtitle to the sequel. So I got 0 fucking points there. Rise of the Ronin, 7 points. The Plucky Squire got 82, so I got 12 points. Go. Unicorn Overlord, 18 points. Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree, 28 points. Star Wars Outlaws, I counterpicked that it wasn't going to come out, and it did, so I got negative 5 points. And then I got negative 15 points for 2 games that were counterpicked incorrect. So it kind of sucks
Damn,
super
not only
hard.
your games not coming out, the ones I did got counterpicked up the ass.
Right, right. So I got reamed. So which is pretty lame. But congrats to you, Arthur. I sent over my bettings. Actually, that was for the Game Awards. That was a whole other thing.
Yeah, I think the fantasy card we just left that as is.
Yeah, we just left it as is, and then obviously the Game Awards, you won there. So close, so
I'm wa-
close. I almost leaned next to you, but yeah, you
yeah,
got that one.
I'm walking out. I walked out 2024 with 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 for titles.
I know. I gotta knock this shit off. I gotta stop this this marathon of you winning. But congrats to you, sir. There,
Yep.
congrats to you there. Very cool. Excited to see what will be happening here in the new year. And speaking of the new year, I was curious for us to kind of talk about some games that are going to be coming out this year, kind of your anticipation for some stuff, and then also just kind of talking about that. If you can recall, what are some games, even the ones that were kind of talked about that we didn't talk about already from the Game Awards? Anything excited about that you're looking forward to for 2025?
Um, I know a game is. I know this game's gonna be good, but because of how hooked I'm in Path of Exile 2, I no longer know if I'm gonna buy it day one, even though I know our colleague Church will. Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter
Oh,
Wilds is coming
Wilds,
out in
yeah.
February. And the thing, remember, February is about to be a stacked month, dude. February's gonna have Avowed. February's gonna have Assassin's Creed Shadows, and February's gonna have fucking Monster Hunter. I forget Avowed, but I remember there's a third game. There's like a third AAA game coming out in February. It's Monster Hunter, it's Assassin's Creed, and it's something else. I forget what it is. Maybe Avowed. Don't quote me. But
Avowed definitely is February
okay, okay,
18th.
that's what it
Yeah,
was. Okay,
yeah.
Avowed was the one I wasn't sure of, but I remember we were talking about Church. Was like, man, no, fuck you guys. I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed. I'm like, Church, you got 1 week till Monster Hunter comes out. Oh shit. And we know Church, we know Church doesn't buy Monster Hunter. We all played the beta. It's a great game. But because Path of Exile is just consuming everything,
Yeah.
it's we can't talk more about it. Again, my always one sentence thing is I've been playing Necromancers in top-down dungeon crawler since Diablo 2, and Path of Exile has the most freeing in terms of free choice, however I want to play it, what weapon I want to use, what playstyle I want to use, how I want to map stuff. Path of Exile 2 has the most freeing Necromancer I have ever played. Um, and I'm still in Act fucking 3. You know what I mean? There's 6 fucking acts, and there's an end game. There's a fucking crazy end game that they went
Really?
all in. Yeah, I don't know if you remember all the trailers, Jerrell, all the announcements, all the streams they did. But one of the biggest draws for Path of Exile, not only is the game itself, is Path of Exile has an amazing, like crazy end game planned, unlike wink wink nudge nudge other fucking Diablo like games. And so even if we do 6 acts, I think there's a new game plus. Don't quote me. Or I've seen people like higher the difficulty through that's like new game plus, but through difficulty again. Usually these types of games have new game plus. Usually that's how they go. It's like I'll be shocked if it didn't. I haven't confirmed it, but again, I'll be shocked if it didn't have it. But because I'm playing at the Path of Exile, in a month, all these games come out like Avowed. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Jerrell, I may try because remember I got it for free.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I got it for free. It's downloaded somewhere. I forget how I have to do the code. And if I forgot or my time expired, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Um, but of course, the game, the buzz. People are talking about the billion-dollar word, GTA 6, man.
Right.
GTA 6, I'm still calling it the second that release date gets announced. But in your fucking PTO, boys. We
I'm really hoping just to say this.
but
I'm really hoping that they release the game on PC as well all at the same time. I
oh
think
shit,
I think
I totally forgot.
I really hope that they do that. I think let me ask you this. Do you think the game will be on Game Pass?
No.
No, right?
Oh, Rockstar, like minimally fucks with. No, let me phrase that. Rockstar doesn't really fuck with Game Pass. Like
Yeah.
Take Two does as an ownership company, but not Rockstar. Like 10 years after launch, GTA 5 Vanilla, the game, was on Game Pass just to get people into it, and like 3 months later it came off. So do I think it'll be Game Pass? No. Hard confident no there. Like I said, It Takes Two, like the company will put the Take Two, the ownership company will put games like It Takes Two under EA under there, but not that.
Yeah.
It
Here,
might be a mix of ownerships, but I don't think
share.
Rockstar at all.
I think you're right. I'm going to share my screen here. This is the list from thegamer.com, so we can kind of go over. Obviously, these could change anytime.
Yeah, as you're loading your screen, I will also tell you, I don't think it's coming to PC day one. I think we've heard as minus release date. I think we've heard as much as we can about the GTA 6, and it's not coming to PC.
Yeah.
Going through it here, Donkey Kong Returns, the Switch, cool.
This is all January.
Yeah,
which is interesting. Rebirth on PC. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
23rd here.
Yeah.
Diving into
go up.
Febs.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
There's the January one I saw. Spider-Man 2 is coming to PC. That's right. A lot of Sony stuff we're gonna see a lot of Sony stuff come to PC early 2025 this month.
Right.
Otherwise, keep on going. Sorry.
Oh
yeah, the pirate game. Like a Dragon, Like a Pirate. I forget what it has a long name. There it is. Like a Dragon, Pirate, Yakuza's. There, that one's coming out. February, there you go. Scroll down a little bit, get February. That's a stacked fucking month.
Yeah.
Civilization 7 comes out, which by the way, Joel, I don't know if you hear about that. Civilization 7 has a crazy high PC requirement. So FYI on that. There it is.
Which one?
So Civilization 7.
Oh, okay.
Civilization 7 is making headway because it has a really high PC requirement. Go down here, and there's this. So on Valentine's Day, Assassin's Creed Shadows come out, I think, and then that's Valentine's Day the 14th. On the 18th, Avowed comes out, and the 21st, Like a Dragon comes out. Keep going, and then Monster Hunter is February 28th. So
that's
ton of shit in February. Keep going. I kind of like I said, top of my head, GTA was just the big one. Keep going for the list. I saw Beyond. I saw the word Beyond. I saw the word Beyond and 2. I'm like, no way, Beyond 2 sold. You know what I'm talking about? That one game, Beyond something.
Yeah, you're talking about the Quantic Dream game.
Yeah, I was like, no way, Beyond 2 sold.
Or Beyond Good and Evil.
Beyond Good and Evil. There you go. I was like, no way, Beyond Good and Evil has a sequel coming out.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Split Fiction March 6th. We talked about that one. So
yeah, that's Split Fiction. Oh yeah, that's the It Takes Two guy. Yeah, that's the It Takes Two guy. Good to know.
These are all tentative. Obviously, these could change anytime, but at least this is what we have so far in the docket.
Yeah.
Killing Floor 3. TBAs for
March. April's looking to be a little, or March is looking to be a little quiet.
Fucking Last of Us Part 2 rematch that nobody asked for.
nobody fucking asked for it. Yeah, April's still looking kind of quiet. Yeah. And here's the thing too: a lot of games are still TBA because again, like we called it a mile away. A lot of big AAA companies are holding their breath until the shoe drops, and we all know when GTA 6 comes out. Like we're looking at July, August, September. This shit is blank because everyone's like, dude, when the fuck is Rockstar's $1 billion behemoth going to drop? Nothing is like after April. Nothing is fucking set.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerrell, look, there's Hades 2.
Right? Yeah. Fucking. Fuck that game.
There's a picture of it. We don't even have a date yet for the fucking Snake Eater remake.
The
Delta. Yeah, we don't.
I don't think we have an official date on that yet.
No, it's go down. It was on the TBA list.
Oh, okay.
It was one of the images just there.
Yeah.
So if you look, I was like, I know that face.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that Snake game didn't have one. So. 33 Immortals. There's a game I'm fucking waiting on that would get me back on Game Pass. That was a roguelike game that was 33-person cooperative online, which is nutty.
Yeah.
Arc 2 is TBA. That's another Game Pass game. Death Stranding 2. There you go, TBA.
The new Fable.
Yep, Fables. Jesus Christ, even the consoles are TBA. What the fuck, Xbox? Get on it.
Fair games. This is gonna crash and burn, bro.
Yep.
I don't even know why they're still
Fair
working on
games.
that.
Isn't it Fair Games like Concord 2, the
That's
fucking
that.
hero
Yeah,
shooter?
that's that shitty live service. Like, oh, we
Steal
gotta get
from
the
the
money's
rich.
Watchdog. Yeah, yeah,
Steal from the 1%, give to everyone else that's like again like going to be fucking ranty and like talk down to you and have like
yeah. The worst screenplay in the
forspoken
world.
forspoken style scripting
Dragon Age.
of
Yeah,
like
nonsense.
why are you stealing my money? You should have checked your privilege. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, get the like. I said it before. Quick rant. I know we just had a gamers fucking writer strike. I know people are fighting for their livelihood, but yo, real shit. A lot of the AAA games we've seen writing wise fall in that strike. What the fuck, dude? Like,
Yeah, where all the good writers go, bro? Like there used to be really, there used to be,
where'd they go?
there used to be really good writers in video games. Who the fuck are these people? You know, like, god damn it.
They went to China and Eastern developers because Japanese developers and Chinese developers are fucking killing it, man. Like
Yeah.
Rivals is made by a Chinese company. People are getting mad because you can't say free Taiwan. Who cares? I don't think I could say kill the FBI in a fucking American game. So whatever. And again, shocker. People will be like, Arthur, how do you feel about a Chinese game being censored? Yeah.
It's
What's
China.
next? What's next? The sun rises in the east. Whoa! Fucking breaking news, guys! That anything from China is censored. Oh, where the fuck have you been the past? I don't know, 40 fucking years. But yeah, like I said, Joe, hey, these good writers, where'd they all fucking go?
I still don't understand. Little Nightmares 3 looks like could be coming out here. This is pretty dope there. Yeah, and here's the Snake Eater we're talking about. The Delta, nada.
Nothing.
Pokemon Legends Z-A.
Fuck them, yeah.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
South of Midnight, that's another game we've seen a lot of. Remember South of Midnight's that
the
Bayou Louisiana
thing.
girl. Yeah.
Church is over the moon about that one. Is really excited about that one.
It looks good. It has like claymation-ish style, not one for one, but kind of reminded me of it.
Yeah.
Wolf Among Us 2 didn't give me points on didn't go there. Yeah, like I said, just
pretty wild.
Like I said, with this 2025, it's like we have our first 3 months locked in. April's lacking, and then no one's doing fuck all until Rockstar like lets go of holding the game industry hostage.
No, that's literally what's happening too, right? So for those of you who aren't familiar maybe with like Grand Theft Auto, which what planet do you live on? But yeah, the power, they're saying, economists were saying that the game is planning, is estimated to make like 3 billion that for the year. So, and then what was the GTA 5 made $1 billion in 27 hours, right?
I think it was like 26 something. So
okay.
So depending what article you read, it was the clickbait article, which was true.
Yeah.
Minus point bullet rounding. It was GTA 5. You and I were there midnight release. GTA 5 made $1 billion in 26 hours. Until this day, the best movie worldwide it takes like a month for that shit to fucking happen.
Right.
So
that's domestic.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy.
So I don't know, man. There's be a lot of pissed off girlfriends and wives, but my single fat ass will be enjoying myself. Sorry. It's I mean, it's just I feel like there's gonna be a like the old school days of Fallout, Jerrell, and like the days of Skyrim, and like GTA 5. I think there's gonna be like, for the first time in a while, almost like, remember when Pokemon Go, like we always joke, like Pokemon Go was the closest we had to like world peace. I feel like there's just be like an international bro down collective movement of just enjoying GTA. There's gonna be a ton of videos of like, ladies, does your man play video games? Is your man playing GTA 5? And all the comment section be like, yeah, we have a hobby. What the fuck's the problem?
Right. Yeah, there's literally gonna be a shift in the economy, which is crazy because we have to think about it, right? Like since games are releasing digitally, right? No one's gonna go to the store to buy the game, right? Like if anything, they're gonna go to upgrade a video card, buy a bigger TV, buy a console, right? Definitely. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I feel like not as many people are going to be driving as much. You have a lot of people taking days off. You know what I mean? People are going to be saving their PTO to use that shit. Yeah, and then obviously, as we talked about, a bunch of different titles. They either might be steamrolled on, or they're just going to be pushed back into 2026. It's
You're gonna
crazy.
hate to see it. You're gonna hate to see it, but somebody, just statistically, somebody's gonna have to throw a dart at the wall and say, "Hey guys, we need to pick a date. Here it is." And then like a month later, however time later, it gets announced GTA 6 is to come out around the same time of that game, and everyone's be like, "Yo, rip that,
Start, yeah.
rip that team, rip that
Save,
developers."
save whatever paychecks you have coming, because that's probably the last ones you'll get. Sadly,
It's like I said, it sucks, but it's gonna happen to somebody.
yeah,
Somebody's gonna pick a date for a game, and
yeah,
announce the release date, and like 2 to 3, however many 2 weeks fucking later, Rockstar's gonna announce the release date from GTA 6, and that CEO or head of the publishing company for that company is going to lose their fucking mind.
yeah,
Because their game's about to be potentially dead in the water. I'm not saying GTA 6 takes over everything. Like the niche indie communities will do, what niche indie communities do. But again, $1 billion in 26 hours, it's like, it's unheard of. And it's going to be bigger this time. It's going to be bigger. Um, Again, like I said, Jerrell, the American workforce will be affected by this. Like, name an industry in our country, significantly less people will be clocking in that day this game comes out. And if that shit, and if the game is one of those like, come out on a Tuesday at like 6 p.m. Pacific time, you're gonna see a lot of half days on that Monday, and then PTO for the rest of the week, or confidently like a half day on Monday, and then like PTO on Tuesday for sure. But when I said whenever date this drops, I'll be one of them. I've
yeah.
already
I'll be
hinted to
one
my
too.
coworkers like, because I have a gaming coworker. I've already hinted to them like, hey, just heads up, you're gonna be excited for this game? Nah, kind of cool. Just letting you know, I don't care whose like birthday it is. Just letting you know, the second that comes out, expecting to lock in that PTO. Okay.
Absolutely, man. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, it's gonna, definitely PTO will be put in for this title. And this might be the one where I build a P. Oh, well, the thing is that if it's not coming out for PC, I actually have a little bit of time as far as building a PC. But I would like to build a PC this year, a powerful PC, and maybe just give this one to my brother. Since this is kind of as far as this one will go, as far as for parts, let's get a new motherboard. So I'm like, well, fuck it, I might as well build a new PC. If the game comes out this year, I absolutely will be building a PC. But yeah, I still can't. It's so funny. I've had this conversation with you a couple of years now. For
Mm-hmm.
me, justifying a PlayStation 5 purchase,
GTA.
I mean, GTA, even so, though, I'm almost not convinced. You know what I mean? I almost kind of want to wait
I
because of just the
yeah.
ecosystem that I've shown you with the PC. It's like sometimes patience is a virtue in some parts of the year, but then you have the spring sale, you have the fall sale, and the winter sale. Incredible deals on Steam, and you have Game Pass, PC Game Pass. They finally have expanded it where it's almost pretty much the same thing as regular console Game Pass,
Mm-hmm.
which is how I downloaded Indiana Jones. And I'll be checking that out. So it's like I don't really see a reason to jump to PlayStation at this point if I have a pretty good rig. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I bought every Command and Conquer for $3.75.
Right?
It's fucking, what I play every single one? No, but I've spent I've spent more for less. Like two Cokes, dude. Hey, do you want to buy every Command and Conquer for less than two Diet Cokes? Sure. Um, Side note with GTA 6, I googled the following countries have a GDP of less than $1 billion. So again, it's just to put perspective. Like Rockstar from one game is about to make more money than entire fucking nations.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's nuts.
It's
That is
there's I
nuts.
won't name them, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on this shorthand list. I can click the article for
Jeez.
more, but I can click the shorthand. I can click the article for more than the shorthand list. But again, like I said, oh, we're games for kids. This is about to make more than fucking countries, dude.
Right.
Like
Right.
it's
Right.
just again, there's certain statistics that really I think put a perspective for me. Like I said, Jerrell, when you said the video game awards had more viewership than the Super Bowl, how are more people not that? Fuck, as far as my algorithm and my community and people I know, all we're talking about is just Viking games today. And to be like, oh, quietly, by the way, no one fucking noticed. Video game awards had more viewership than the Super Bowl. That's an
That's
insane stat
crazy.
to me. So that's my just quick rant of just like again, I think the mainstream still isn't fathoming like how that video games and gamers aren't like aren't the kid in the mom's basement. They're not the guys with no lives. No, they're just people. Period. And in fact, more people were watching this award show than the Super Bowl. So Oscars, Grammys, go fuck yourself.
No, yeah, man, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is the only art where people say that it's only for children. Just like obviously, like falsely. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm like, you don't think things evolve over time? You know what I mean? It's like it's just kind of crazy to
You
me.
want a hot take?
Hmm.
I think I think Disney adults are way more cringe than gamers,
Interesting.
or at least Disney adult influencers.
Oh, like I can't wait to go back to Disneyland. And you're like 35. It's like, bro,
Yeah,
like,
the people that vlog their entire life like going to Disneyland, I think that's more cringe than just what are you doing today? I'm gonna play some games. Cool.
yeah, because it's like,
See you there.
right, right, and I'm just like, we're not bothering anybody. Like, fuck off. Like, what is your problem? Like, yeah, I'm doing it. I have a thing that I like to do that doesn't involve you, so you have the right to judge me for it. Like, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah, I'm with you.
I don't know why that was just like I said. I watched somebody made a video on like Disney adults. I'm just like, I'm a fan of Disney, but you know me, Joe. I'm not like really a shouter or like a loud person. Just me. I'm just kind of quiet to myself. So, but again, when I just see like grown adults just like filming themselves again, and if I'll say this too, my little asterisk isn't every single Disney adult, but the Disney adult influencers are like just crazy cringe. Like I don't get it how people treat Disneyland like the mall, whereas for kids, that's like for a lot of families, Disney is like a whole year's worth of savings, and it's like this big deal. And you get some fucking vlogger in front of the line of like, so hey, what's up, guys? It's Disney Princess 420 619. Damn, I'm fine. And just like, dude, like what? Like that's just your Tuesday. Like that's just your fucking Tuesday.
Right. No, I
So that's
agree,
my
man.
opinion.
I agree, and it's funny because those are some of the most like, I don't want to say they're some of the most ignorant people, but it's just like stay with me here. The It makes sense when you're a kid, right? Because kids just want to see fun, flashy things. There's rides and stuff. It makes sense for kids. The prices don't, but it makes sense for kids, right? But when you're an adult, you're paying taxes. You're a tax paying person. You're paying property taxes. You should know that there's more bullshit behind a lot of these companies. And to just carve out Disney as one of those things is like ridiculous and irresponsible. Like, this is the same Disney where a husband died because there's an ingredient that Disney said they didn't have it in that particular dish, but they lied, or they did, and he fucking died, but they couldn't sue Disney because he subscribed to Disney Plus, and there's an article agreement in Disney Plus of the terms and conditions. You can't sue Disney in general if you subscribe. Like, what kind of a company do you want to praise and be like, oh, we're Disney kid, you know what I mean? It's like, I hope I don't die because I can't sue them. Like, I'm like, how much of a fucking idiot are you? Or do you just have a bunch of money? You just want to just not worry about things that don't matter and don't affect people's lives. You know, it's kind of like if like Santa was just like this fucking evil fucking person, you know what I mean, that lays off all of his elves and, oh, fuck you guys, you know what I'm saying? But like the kids believe in Santa because it's Santa. But when you're a grown adult, it's like, no, fuck Santa. I'm Santa. I'm paying the fucking bills. But yeah, I agree with you on the Disney thing. It just doesn't make any more sense because it's like, this is a blood feasting, disgusting corporation that buys all these things to maximize. And they've already have shown they've released all these shitty fucking films, ruined a lot of different characters, and like terrible writing to go with it. It's like, come, like really, really. These are the same people that drive, you know. So anyway, I just had to go on a Bill Burr. I just had to go on a Bill Burr rant for a second.
Yeah, it's just like like I said, man. It's just like I said, if you like Disney, it's like that's one thing. Like I said, just like, but again, like the cringy influencer Disney adults are just like, what are we doing? And then same people are like, oh, you fucking play, submit PTO, you're be a grown man submitting PTO for a game. What, you're gonna submit PTO to enjoy something a 2-year-old does? Okay.
Right, go to an amusement park with children because you can. Like you wrap balloons around your belly. Like go fuck yourself.
The adults that stand in line to take pictures with actors, not characters. There are characters if you're a child, but I'm sorry, but like to stand in line and to take pictures with like an actor and as an adult, that's weird.
Hey guys, it's Wolverine. You know, Wolverine's been outside in the sun for 18 hours.
Yo,
and he's 46.
Anaheim in summer is no fucking joke, dude. Leave Chewbacca alone. He's fucking dying in there.
Right.
It's like let's say 4 years ago, let's say like 30 years ago, you're at a fucking friend's kid's birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, and some fucking weirdo was like saying like could I take my picture with him next? Oh, at Chuck E. Cheese? Well, actually, his name is Chuck Entertainment Cheese. If you must know, this is gonna be my 30th time this year going. You are not a fan of Chuck the Entertainment, the man cheese. I am. Could I take my picture now? Like, put him on a fucking list. Like, what are we talking about? Like, and now there's people like going into like Tinkerbell and shit, and they'd be like, well, actually, Tinkerbell, you say in the latest movie in scene 3 at the 3-minute mark, you actually say this. But actually, your race of elves are actually known to say this. What do you have to say about that? I'm on the clock, dude. I didn't. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Like that just like the one thing I get. Like again, Disneyland. For me, I've been there a couple times as an adult. It's a theme park. I treat it like a theme park, and that's it. I go to Knott's Berry Farm. Like just something about Disney. Like there's no Six Flags. People like that. There's no Knott's Berry Farm. What are you going to do to Knott's Berry Farm? I'm going to go to an amusement park. What are you going to do to Six Flags? I'm going to go to an amusement park. When you go to Disney, it's like everyone loses their minds. Like, oh my god, it's Mickey. You're 40. That's like it's a dude in a suit. Like that's not
what I'm talking about, bro. Exactly.
They're
all flight risks, all of them.
Yeah. Like I said, if you're a child, like that is the character. If you're a child, like, oh, that is the Woody. But if you're like of paying taxes age, no. That is a job that taxes people that you are paying, so therefore you know that it works.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna have a timestamp. This is gamers versus Disney adults.
And it's something about, we can agree it's something about specifically Disney adults. Like we've been in Knott's Berry Farm. Let's just call it what it is. It's like let's just call it is in Southern California. Disney is like the most expensive shit. And then below that, you got Knott's Berry Farm. And if you want to go to the boonies and risk getting stabbed, you got Six Flags Magic Mountain. And no one's like, oh my God, guys, that's actually Bugs Bunny. No, it's like, hey, you want to get a picture of the guy just as Bugs? You know what I mean? It's like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, it's just something about Disney that like people just lose their fucking minds. Like, no one's going to Knott's Berry Farm and be like, oh, it's a fucking berry.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely a deeper, darker psychological thing. I instill my faith in all these these fake characters. Anywho's, well, on that note, that's gonna probably end the show here for today. First wild show in 2025.
We're off to a great start, guys.
We're off to a great start.
Let's add this to the list, Jerrell. Things like things will never get sponsored on. You know, it's like fucking Verizon, Walmart, Amazon, Honey.
Oh yeah,
Miramax Films, the Weinstein Company. Disney.
Disney, yeah. Hey man, yeah. It is what it is. Hey, there's plenty of other sponsorship opportunities.
Yo, Chinese, not Chinese, Chinese fucking Marvel Rivals people. I see you. I'll hold back on my comments about Winnie the Pooh. No promises, but you know, why does he wear pants? What's up with that? Well, you see, Arthur, he's actually from the 100 Acre Woods, which is funny because the Acre Woods is actually not a measurement of the Brit Imperial Queen's England. Just like, I could just smell that person right now. Just like, we're all picturing him. Deodorant's not involved.
Oh man, yeah.
Probably
That's
fedora.
awful.
Probably fedora. Has a body pillow of an anime character that's probably not over 18. You know.
All right, guys. Well, on that note, Gamers for Life podcast, YouTube. Saturday, Sunday, discussing all things games. One of your hosts, Jerrell. With me is my co-host, Arthur Thomas.
SB, take care.
All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.